If I only had 500 rands, would I invest it? Yes, I would, but not in places that most people think. I would not put it into risky stocks or try to flip it overnight because I know that that will not work for me. I would make sure to invest it in places that gives me guaranteed returns myself. Hi guys, how's it going? It's a lot of checking and coming back to my YouTube channel. Now, somebody asked me how they should invest 500 rands and that is the only amount of money that they have. They don't have any income. Now, before I continue the video, please note that none of my videos constitute as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. If you are looking for one, please make sure to speak to somebody who is certified and registered with the FSCA. Now, if I only have 500 rands and I do not have any other income, I would not invest it in stock. And this person was asking me because my content is about investing in shares. So they wanted to know if they should invest it in shares or not. And understanding how risky stocks investments are, I would not put that money into stock given the fact that that is the only amount of money that I have. And the thing is, when you start to look to invest in the stock market with just only one amount that you have received, I don't know where, or you have worked for it and you don't have any consistent income that you get, you are hoping to flip that money. You are hoping that shares are going to turn it into 1,000 rands, and unfortunately, that is not going to happen. It can happen, but given the fact that in that particular point in time, you're looking at in the coming 2 weeks or a month, you would have made double the amount that you have invested. Hence, I'm saying that it is not going to happen, but it can happen in the long run if you stay invested. But if we are going to be realistic, what are the chances that you're going to stay invested if you only have that 500 rands, right? And given the fact that for a mere fact that we are working, we are living, on the face of earth, we are working emergencies. Our lives are just emergencies, and anything can happen that is going to require money from you. And you are going to sell your investments, take that money and put it into that emergency and make sure that you get it out of the way. So it is not so beneficial that you're going to take the only amount of money that you have and put it in the stock market, because it is not going to work for you. The stock market is not a get rich quick scheme, and this is something that most people don't understand, right? They think, oh, somebody got rich investing in the stock market, well, I'm going to get rich too. But if we are going to be honest, those people have invested so much. If somebody comes in here and say they are living off of their dividends, and if their monthly expenses are 5,000 and they're getting that 5,000 every month from their investments, best believe that person have millions invested, right? Because you always have to calculate how much do you need to get 5,000 every month from your investments, and that is from your dividends, right? So if you only have that 500 rands, stock market is not going to flip that money within a short period of time, and that's what you are hoping for. And hence I've said that I would not invest it in ways that people think I would, and that is stock market investing. And in as much as stock market investing is something that an average person can do with any amount of money, right? But understanding that if you are going to use that kind of investment to build wealth, you have to be consistent and you have to stay invested for a long time, unless if you are a high income earner, you receive 100,000 every month, then we know that you have enough money to invest, and in the coming 3 or 4 years you could be in a whole different position, right? But if you are somebody who's starting out, or actually who wants to start investing but you don't have that much money, you don't have a consistent income, then personally, I would not resort to stock market investing, because understanding what stock market requires, then I know me being in that position, I do not afford to invest in the stock market. Monetary wise, I do afford, but with what it requires, I don't afford. That is consistently for me to, see returns. Remember, it takes money to make money. So if you are only coming with 500 rands, then you are not going to make much, even with dividends. If you're going to make dividends and you have 500 as your capital, for you to get so much in dividends, you have to now invest in a high yield dividend company, and that comes with its own disadvantages. If you're going to go with a company that pays 10% in dividends, then you're going to receive 50 rands, right? And imagine just having 50 rands that you receive twice a year. So by the end of the year, you're going to have 600. And if you are looking to double your money, then stock market investing, no matter how high the dividend yield is not going to work for you. And it's not something that I would resort to. Like I say, I would explore other ways that I'm going to invest that money, right? And now I think when you just decide to take 500 and invest in the stock market, or the stock market is the first place that you go to for investing that money, then that somehow highlights the lack of financial literacy. Because now, if that is the only amount of money that you have, then it means you don't have any savings, and it means you are not so clued up on stock market investing. And what I would do actually is to just take that 500 and invest in a business, because then a business is going to generate me consistent income, right? I believe that there are a lot of side hustles that you can start with only 500, and some might not even require money, to begin. And you could go there and learn a skill. To sell a skill is free. You don't need to put in any capital, because you are selling something that like it's a skill. And if it's service-based, actually, yes, service-based, that does not require too much capital. Some even don't require capital, right? Like, for example, there are services that I offer, and that depends on the skill and the experience that I have, that I add no capital. And if I have 500, then I will look to invest in a business that is going to require low capital, and then I'm going to keep pushing it, and then just make sure that I'm going to generate consistent income. And then after I'm done with that business and seeing that, okay, this business actually gets me this, amount of money, then I'm going to look to move into another one until I feel that I have built some sort of stability, because you need that first before you're going to invest in the stock market. Without stability, you're going to go back and forth in your life. So for me, I prioritize stability. Once I see that I have this amount of money that, okay, it's quite consistent, then I'm going to look to invest in financial literacy. That is quite important, because it doesn't help that you make so much money but you have no idea what to do with that money. You're just going to end up being this high income earner, high revenue generator, but you are not seeing where your profits are going. And profits are not cash, right? So you're not going to see where your cash is going. I would say then invest in financial literacy. Read books, just get the education, and best believe you only need the basics. Everything that is a bit more technical, that is going to come later. You just need the basics on how you're going to manage your money. And once you have mastered how you're going to manage your money, then you can look to now move into investments, right? But before that, also, you then need your emergency funds, because that must come first before investing. So with just 500 being the only amount of money that I have, I would not invest in the stock market. The stock market is not what maybe it seems to be, at face value to people. We think there's so much money there, but the honest truth is somebody who is in business can bet stock market returns. And that is a fact. So look to put money in a business and then take the profits, take the cash, and put it in the stock market and let it work for you, for the future you. But the present you actually matters most also. So with just 500, I would look to invest in a business, and you hardly ever go wrong with business. Business is tough, yes, but you hardly ever, go wrong. It might take you time, but I believe that once you have built that muscle that a business needs, then I think you can flourish, because once you understand what business requires, it's a learning curve, then I believe that you're going to be okay, right? And one thing I realized is that if you think of A, for you to move to B is going to be a very simple thing, because you know that, oh, I'm capable. And some things really do give you a sense of accomplishment in a way, and they prove to you that you can get out of your shell, and it's going to be easy for you to move from point A to point B. And if you really want to make it work, then it's going to work. So personally, with just 500, the stock market would be the last thing that I go to. And given the fact that you must be investing money that you are okay with losing, I would not be okay with losing my 500. The last one that I probably worked so hard to get, I would not be okay with losing it. So the stock market would be the last thing that I'm gonna go to. Firstly, I would invest in a business. Secondly, invest in financial education. And thirdly, also invest in learning more skills, right? Because with more knowledge you earn, with more skills you earn, learn more skills, and then build my emergency funds, and then move to stock market investing or other investments, because there are a lot of investments that you can tap into, like property investment. So then the investments part would be the last ones that I go to, right? And with stock market investing, understanding that we are using active income to now generate passive income, then first build that active income, and a business can give you that. And this is also for people that, always wonder if they should be investing or not. Like, firstly, assess, where are you? What is your income? Do you have consistent income? And do you afford, to invest? Because affording, we're not only talking about money, right? But to say, are you going to be consistent? Because consistency is key with stock market investing. And if you are not able to answer that, or you see that, okay, but it's a bit, then look to invest your time, your energy, and your money in other things before moving to stock market investing. And lastly, the stock market is not going anywhere. The markets have been around for years, and it's still going to be there in the future. So don't ever feel like you're missing out on anything. You may be missing out on current potential returns, but even 10 years from now, there's still going to be companies that can give you so much in returns, and the ETFs and the unit trust, right? So you are not missing out on anything. So if you can, explore other options that are going to give you guaranteed and consistent returns now, and that being the active income, then put it into the stock market and generate passive income. Trust me, you are not missing out on anything. Some of us have started investing quite recently, and we're like, okay, even 30 years later, 40 years later, we have stock market, right? So even in the coming 30 years, are still going to be there. The markets are still going to be there, so you're not missing out on anything. So explore other options and don't feel that much pressure. And with that being said, that's how I would invest 500 and make sure that I'm getting the most out of it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.